Hello and welcome. This presentation discusses the business process assessment conducted by IST for customers considering adopting the unified I-Agent framework within their call center operation. The business process assessment cycle starts by first identifying what are the services delivered by the call center agents to the caller. Next, we identify the key performance indicators and targets used by our customer to manage their call center operation. Once we have an understanding of the services delivered, the KPIs in use, and the targets to be achieved, we begin analyzing the business processes that are involved in delivering the call center services to the caller. Then, we identify areas for improvement and the potential positive impact they will have on the customer KPIs and targets. Finally, efficiency gains and savings resulting from incorporating the unified I-Agent framework within the customer's call center are calculated and presented. We will now have a look at the different stages of the business process assessment cycle and start by identifying the agent-assisted services. This involves identifying the call center access numbers and determining what services are offered through each number. Then we identify and study the applications and back-end systems associated with all services delivered. Next is to understand the KPIs used by the customer to measure the efficiency and success of the call center operation. Different call centers have their own unique sets of KPIs and targets to manage their call center, such as average handle time, average talk time, average after-call work time, first call resolution, service level, customer satisfaction, etc. Our team will work with the customer to understand the KPIs, targets, and goals they would like to achieve from adopting a unified agent framework. Examples of common goals are reduction of operational costs, increased customer satisfaction, or increasing the effectiveness of the operation to accommodate more business. Next is to analyze the business processes followed by the agent during and after the customer call. Our team will listen, view, and analyze a sample of the call center calls answered by agents. The sample size can vary and depends on the nature of the calls and complexity of the applications in use. However, it could range from 2 to 10 calls for every service across multiple agents. Ensuring the sample calls include multiple agents is important to avoid falling in the trap of generalizing the individual behavior patterns followed by one agent. Quality monitoring solutions are best positioned to objectively provide the sample calls. However, if not available, local desktop recording applications can be used. Once the sample calls are available, our team will work on identifying the process and agent behavior patterns that could be improved to help you meet your KPI targets and goals. While analyzing the calls, there are certain components, functions, and activities we look for. These usually constitute common areas of improvement that could result in good efficiency gains. The first component is the number of windows used. A window could be an application screen, an application tab, a desktop, or a call center CTI screen. We measure the number of windows that are required to deliver the service and the possibilities through unifying the user interface, redesigning a more efficient interface, and rearranging how the data is presented to achieve a lower number of windows required to handle the call. Next is window hopping, which is the number of times the agent hops from one window to another to collect or enter the required information to service the call. Again, through adopting a unified agent framework and efficient user interface redesign, we could achieve a reduction in window hopping. The mouse scroll function, when used excessively, indicates an opportunity for improvement through data rearrangement and efficient user interface redesign. The total number of mouse clicks is also used as an indicator for design efficiency. After adopting a unified agent framework, a reduction in the number of mouse clicks can indicate a more efficient user interface design. Next is the copy, paste, and retype functions. When either of these functions are performed by the agents, it's indication of the existence of silo applications that do not communicate with each other. Deploying a unified agent framework removes the need for agents to do such redundant tasks. In some cases, agents put the caller on hold as they require more time to access the correct information requested. If we find this done excessively, this could be another indication that the data presentation should be redesigned in a manner that allows agents to easily access it. While data entry is a common activity performed by agents during and after the call, in some cases the input field types could be altered to help the agent enter the data in a more efficient manner. An example is an agent selecting from a checklist or drop-down menu versus typing into a text field. Call transfers are common when the agents require supervisor assistance, back-office assistance, or the customer simply requests to be transferred back to the IVR. Each of these options would have a separate number that is sometimes manually entered by agents. If this is the case, smart menus could help the agent quickly select and transfer the calls to the appropriate party. In some cases, the agent is required to send emails, faxes to the customer or to the back-office employees for follow-up. If the call details and customer details are collected manually by the agent, it would result in a waste of valuable time. The smart communication modules help the agent by collecting the information automatically and allowing the agent, through available selections, to communicate with the customer or back-office employees more efficiently. The Smart Links presents to the agent common links that are required to be accessed to service the call. It saves the agent time instead of opening a new web browser and manually typing the links. If there are knowledge base requirements, one way to help the agent is through the Smart Knowledge Base module, which will automatically present the documents based on the call criteria, such as call type and IVR menu information. References to certain customer information and call history between the agent and the caller during the call is sometimes required. With the Customer Information module and Last Call module, such information is readily available to the agent. The Scripting module can help guide the agent to efficiently perform certain tasks. Tasks that require a sequence of steps and may vary depending on multiple conditions are best managed and performed through guided scripts. In some cases, the default screen loaded while the agent answers the call is unrelated to the type of the call. For example, while the call type is credit card, the default window loaded is accounts instead of credit cards. This can be tackled through the Smart Screen module, which would trigger the correct screen while the agent answers the call based on a set of defined rules. The Smart Tagging and Follow-up modules aid the agent in avoiding wasting time in manually adding call information and managing tasks that require follow-up. After going through all the provided sample calls and identifying the agent behavior patterns of improvement, a business process assessment matrix is drawn up that includes the process name, the service name, the application involved, the agent behavior to be improved, the tools and approach used for improvements, and the expected KPI impact. With the Business Process Assessment Matrix completed, the expected average handle time savings can be calculated, which acts as an input in the online iAgent ROI Savings Calculator. The iAgent ROI Calculator will help in calculating the expected annual savings that would result in the adoption of the iAgent Unified Framework. For further information, please visit our website at www.istnetworks.com. We look forward to working with you to improve your call center operations.